Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm absolutely thrilled you're joining us for today's Explainer, because we're really going to explain in detail a topic that, well, literally every single one of us has faced. You know the exact scenario. You've got a customer who's just seconds away from dropping the classic, "Can I speak to your manager?" line. Yeah, that one. So consider this your essential survival toolkit. We're breaking down our source material on mastering the art of conflict resolution to give you super practical, real-world ways to handle those intense, high-stress moments without losing your cool.
So, reality check time. How do you handle an angry or irate customer? Honestly, just hearing that question probably made your blood pressure spike a tiny bit, right? It's completely universal. It is incredibly stressful to be standing on the receiving end of someone else's absolute meltdown. We've all been there. It's so normal to just feel completely overwhelmed in that split second. But hey, the good news is you don't have to rely on guesswork anymore.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our exact roadmap for today. We'll be hitting up 1. The Angry Customer Challenge. 2. Core Communication Methods. 3. Defusing with ADR. 4. The Learn Method. 5. Building Crucial Rapport. And finally, 6. Achieving the Best Outcome.
All right, Section 1, the Angry Customer Challenge, facing irate clients. Now this right here is ground zero. Emotions are running super high, the conflict has officially kicked off, and the customer is right there in your face. Or, maybe yelling through the phone. Our source material outlines the specific competencies you absolutely need to develop to handle these exact critical moments. Look, this isn't just vague feel-good advice. It's about building a really distinct professional muscle, one that you can flex the second things get heated out there on the floor.
Moving right along to Section 2, Core Communication Methods, the Foundation of Resolution.
So the source actually states that participants must, quote, learn vital communication methods to deal with angry or irate customers. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole dynamic we're dealing with. See, poor communication, that's basically tossing gasoline on the fire. It aggravates the issue and makes that angry customer way more irate. But those vital communication methods we're talking about, they are your safety valve. They are literally the clear, rational exit strategy out of the conflict. Which brings us to Section 3, Diffusing with ADR, bringing the tension down.
All right, let's open up the tactical toolkit. Your primary job in this moment is to actively de-escalate. You gotta take a breath, steady the ship, and gently pump the brakes on the whole situation. The source gives us a really clear progression here. Step 1, you face the angry customer head on. Step 2, you apply the ADR method. Now ADR stands for Acknowledge, Defuse, and Resolve. This is your immediate go-to mechanism to stop the escalation dead in its tracks. You acknowledge their frustration, diffuse that immediate anger, and step directly toward a resolution.
Let's move on to Section 4, the Learn Method, another de-escalation tool.
The great thing is, you're never stuck with just one tool when you're managing a tough interaction. You've got options. While ADR is an awesome primary tool, we've also got the Learn method. Learn stands for listen, empathize, apologize, react, and notify. What's so fantastic about this is it gives you a totally alternative path to get to the exact same goal, just depending on the vibe of the conflict. So, depending on the customer standing in front of you, you actually have multiple tested frameworks ready to go.
Let's roll into Section 5, Building Crucial Rapport, moving from defensive to offensive. Okay, so the fire is out, but guess what? Your job isn't over yet. Take a look at this comparison. On one side, we have diffusing the situation. That's your defensive play, right? That's using ADR or Learn to just bring the customer's anger down. But on the exact opposite side, we have rapport building techniques. This is your offensive play. Diffusing stops the negative stuff, but rapport, that actually starts the positive. Now, what's really fascinating about how the source frames this is the strict sequence of it all. Rapport building techniques are defined as the communication methods used to establish a positive connection specifically after a situation is diffused. I mean, think about it. You absolutely cannot build a genuine connection with someone while they're literally yelling at you. It just doesn't work. You have to diffuse first, using your frameworks, and then build rapport second. And finally, Section 6, Achieving the Best Outcome, the ultimate goal. According to the text, we use these rapport-building techniques for one very specific, very important reason, to show that we want the best outcome for them. So the absolute crucial point here is that building rapport is 100% about proving to the customer that you're on their side. You're not fighting against them. You are fighting for the best possible resolution for them. And honestly, making that mental shift completely transforms the entire relationship.
Man, we have covered a lot of crucial ground today. We've mapped a whole journey, from that initial terrifying spike of an angry customer all the way to securing the best possible outcome. But look, knowledge is only powerful if you actually use it. So I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge. How will you use the ADR method, the learn method, and those rapport-building techniques in your very next shift? Next time a customer walks up with a complaint, don't panic. Just remember, diffuse, connect, and resolve. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.